Hey guys. We're just
talking to no one.
We're just sitting here talking to the window. But you know what? That's what we always do.
Yeah. It's beautiful outside though. Oh look, we're informant. We started a video.
Look at us go.
Oh, here we go. Hey Kelly. Oh, and Bethany.
Hey,
Where's
Bethany.
my wave? Where'd that go?
No wave function.
Huh.
We're just gonna wave. Hi.
Hi. We don't have to send the emoji wave. We can just say hi.
Now you don't have to lean forward.
It's true. Because I feel like I'm always like, oh, oops. Anyways, I'll just cheers.
Friday. We made it to Friday.
We miss you too. I can't wait to get out of here and go,
I don't know. I like coming here.
No, I meant like out of the house to a bar with friends.
Yeah.
And
No, that'd be
dinner.
nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
That sounded weird.
Dinner in a restaurant?
And bar. Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. No cleanup.
Different scenery?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no cleanup. That'd be nice.
Oh,
Hey,
there's my wave.
Christopher.
It came back for some reason. I'll never.
Don't wave. Oh my gosh.
Anyways, so how's it going this week? For those, we're gonna get started. We were just trying to let people jump on before we went into the nitty gritty.
Turn that down a little bit.
Turn the music down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we just finished our deliveries for today and our pickups. And this is
Which always feels good.
literally my favorite moment of the week because we can relax and just hang out a little bit.
Yes.
It's
Have a
nice.
margarita.
Yeah.
We found ourselves some new shirts too. You did.
Yeah. Sure did.
Looks like it says you need a hug, but it's a huge margarita.
We're going to post that in stories later.
Yeah.
It's adorable.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like you're saying, I need a hug. And then if you look closely, there's a little
Yeah, they
huge
make
margarita.
them. They make them to go. She asked about the margarita.
Uh-huh.
They make them to go, and you get this. Sorry, I'm like all in the camera.
They hand that to you.
Hmm? And sometimes it already comes with tequila in it, so you have to be
Today
super
they handed us these
careful.
and those bottles, and this already had tequila in it. It's good to try before you add.
Yeah, but yeah, they make them to go, and they seem like they've been super busy over there, so I think they're doing okay. Yeah, but we like to support them.
We do. Yes, we actually supported a different Mexican restaurant on Cinco de Mayo for it's my mother-in-law's birthday on Cinco de Mayo. And we got takeout and socially distanced with my in-laws, and they did not have it together like El Poblito does. El Poblito is like,
Yeah, on it.
tight shit.
Mm-hmm. And like, there's gloves, mask, just everything, every little detail. I have a feeling, is that Wave from Ruby? Hi, Ruby. And Violet, if she's there. I don't know. So I guess let's go ahead.
Yeah, so we
get
just
started.
Yep, finished our deliveries. We're happy to hang out. We're glad you guys are hanging out with us too.
These sold so fast and sold out so quick. So we're super appreciative of that. Oh, no, it's just you. But yeah, so let me move some things down so I can reach because I don't.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
We changed our setup a little bit this week and we're just still getting used to it.
Yeah, it's always funny if you could see us like putting the whole thing together and rearranging the store just to sit here in the good light.
Well, and if you've been in the store, there's like,
It's tiny.
it's so tiny. So we have nowhere to put anything. So we just move it.
Constant moving. What were we talking about?
So our celebration bags for next week, we're not announcing obviously till Monday, like we usually announce on Mondays what we're going to do. We're pretty excited about this one.
Yeah.
It's different.
It's definitely a nod towards celebrating the fact that we can go out to parks, and it's going to help you do that and do something fun and different. Not different, I mean, just celebrate going outside. Just put it that way.
Speaking of going outside, I had a really good date this week
Mm-hmm.
for my anniversary, which was yesterday. And my husband and I basically had like a tailgating dinner in the back of our truck. We set it up like a picnic, and it was good. It was a good change of scenery.
I told her it reminded me of like when you were like in high school with like a high school sweetheart, and you like throw down the, you know what I mean, the tailgate and just throw a blanket and hang out. It just feels, there's been a lot of that, I think, is where you're kind of just coming back to the simpler things in life and things you would do when you were younger, which is kind of refreshing.
It totally was.
Yeah.
Yeah, except luckily now I get to have a glass of wine and a pub board from Millville in my tailgate instead of like ice cream from Kelly's.
I'm sure there were plenty teenagers that were tailgating with alcohol.
I wasn't one of them.
You were
I was
goody.
So naive.
Yes. So yeah. So of course we don't want to like reveal until Monday what that bag is going to look like. But just know that it's all about celebrating going outside again and getting to hang out in the parks. So.
Yay.
Yeah. And then there was.
So it's Mother's Day coming up this weekend. I feel like this week has just been a total whirlwind. Probably Mother's Day stuff, and then I told you guys last week I have mother-in-law's birthday on Cinco de Mayo, wedding anniversary 2 days later, Mother's Day, husband's birthday on Monday, which I need some ideas for what to do for my husband.
And then there was also teacher appreciation.
And birthdays are thrown in the mix.
Nurses Week.
Yep.
Just like a lot going on. And I could see why when we're like actually in school, this is also a crazy time. And I can see why, because it's just one thing after the other.
Well, it was crazy not having to do all that stuff like in the real world. Just try to virtually figure it out.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
It was. And I feel like I don't even remember this week or what happened in it. It was nuts. Well, and I think people are a lot more active too. Like we can see outside right now, and like everybody in Gig Harbor is on the street.
Yeah.
People are very excited about being outside. Hold on, let's wave at a few that have joined us. Hi guys. So yeah, I mean, obviously people are anxious to get out. And so I think that just adds to more like activity too. Like my kids already had like swimming suits and goggles on, and we don't have a pool. And I was like, where are you going? And they're like, it's almost like if it's sunny and above 70, they're like, it's time to party.
I would say sunny and above like 60 here. It's like,
yeah,
people are ready to get out. Yeah.
And something I learned from last year is that if you just put the sprinkler like under the trampoline, hours of entertainment. But you don't have a trampoline.
No, but I did order. None of my family's watching. I ordered a slip and slide.
Oh,
it's supposed to come in a couple days.
Yeah, they'll love that too. That is fun. We used to have one of those. We had a house in Fox Island that like literally the backyard was like just a hill, and so we would put the slip and slide at the top so that the kids could just
oh my god
pretty much go into the blackberry bushes. But they seem to like it, so whatever. It's all about them anyway.
Totally. I just need to get them out of the house.
Yeah.
And doing something that can take them, like keep them occupied for a while.
If you guys have any ideas, let us know what you're doing over there so that we can do it over here.
Yeah.
Anything.
And birthday gifts for husbands who are turning in their 40s. I won't say the exact number.
No, guys are hard. Like, I feel like with women, you can just, like, especially even Mother's Day, like, there's so many things that we enjoy, like accessories and spa stuff and, I don't know, pampering, books.
And I feel like we're kind of open about it, too. Like,
yeah.
I always tell my husband, I just want flowers, like fresh flowers. And I'll even make the bouquet myself. I just want the flowers. And I think he's brought me flowers, like, one time ever.
Okay, Brian.
He's not watching.
I will tell you guys this. I had, if you need this, this week I was put on a mission to like nudge a husband to make sure that she got what she wanted. So if you guys need anything like that, just text me or send us a message and we will make sure
we like to nudge.
So what are you doing? Because we can help you with that. And we know what she likes. So yeah, keep that in mind.
We know what you like.
We're happy to do that.
We're really happy to do that.
He's laughing at something. I don't know. Which part are you laughing at? Hopefully I didn't miss any other comments back here. I feel like this is like one of those things where my brain's like going live is hard.
It is hard. It is.
Trying to, look at everybody's comments. And we were saying, we think there might be a slight lag too when you guys are commenting. We've noticed a couple of times that it's like, oh, I didn't ever see that. And then all of a sudden it'll be like boop, 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 and a bunch of comments come through. So anyways, if we don't comment back, it's not because we're ignoring you. We probably just didn't see it.
I'm having a hard time reading.
Oh, he's laughing at the fact that we're easy to shop for?
Oh, come on.
Anyways, we're moving on. pretty sure my own children can even say what I want. So, yeah. So we were
with
going to talk about Mother's Day.
Yeah, with Mother's Day coming up, I was thinking about a bunch of, I don't know. I was just thinking about the past lately. Probably because I'm stuck at home with nothing to do, right? Yeah. Well, actually, a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah.
But stuck at home. So I thought it'd be fun. I want to hear about you. I want to hear what your favorite memory of your mom is from growing up.
I think it's a simple one, but I think this is easy for me because I try to always keep this in the back of my mind for my own kids because it's really about the little things. My mom, when I was in like pre-K, kindergarten, first grade like age, she would come to the school a lot and check me out from lunch, and she would take me to one of my favorite parks in town, and we would just eat lunch at the park. And they had this it was like a Cinderella carriage, so it was like a metal, like something you could climb on, but then you could sit in it and have that kind of pretend play. And so we would sit in that and eat lunch together, and then she would just take me back to school. And it's just one of those things. It was like that special treatment and checking me out. And then later in life, it was funny. My stepdad he was in commercial construction, and he always did all of the like city parks and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And when he actually won the bid on that park, he brought that home. And so now it sits in their backyard, and my girls get to play on it. Aww. So I think that's just a special memory for me.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
So do you play in there with your kids too?
Yeah.
So cute.
When I get to go home, I can't wait to do that again. So
it'll happen.
Yeah. Anyways, how about you?
My favorite memory of my mom is just like when I was little and I would get sick. You know how you just always want your mom when you're sick?
Oh yeah.
And she would just make it extra special. So she would like come in. I just remember like a special Hello Kitty cup that she brought one time with like a cool straw. Remember how everything from Hello Kitty was really fun when we were kids?
Oh yeah,
like
it was
really
like big
fancy
deal.
And we didn't have a lot of that here. Mm-mm. So she had gotten me this Hello Kitty cup, and then she'd put like ginger ale or orange juice or something in there, and then usually always get me a magazine or like crossword puzzles or something just different to help me kill the time. And it really, I always remember that. Yeah. I try to do that for my kids too. Make them feel a little special.
Carry on the tradition. Cute.
Okay, now I want to hear, what's your funniest memory of your mom?
I feel like my mom was always making stuff up, even if she didn't know the answer. And like I would go years. Like I'm like, why did you just say I don't know? So for years, it's kind of like the running joke in the family because this is gonna show my very southern side. We would do beanie weenies, which I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that, but it's pork and beans with hot dogs.
Yum.
Yeah,
can you make
super
me that?
Healthy. I can. I will definitely do that for you sometime. But I just wanted to know what kind of beans it was, and she pretty much told me it was from a pork and bean plant. So for years, that was like the running joke is that pinto beans were from a pork and bean plant. So I don't know. That's just something that popped in my mind.
When do you think you learned, or like, oh, she was lying? When do you think that happened?
Oh, pretty much when my dad started like really making fun of her. You know, like when it starts to all register that like he still kind of was like joking about that, and you're like, oh, it's a pinto bean.
Oh, it's not a pork and bean. Porkin
bean. A pork and bean plant. She loves beanie weenies. Yes, exactly.
That
it's
is
just
awesome.
Like nostalgia or something. I don't know. Oh, hey, Mom, we were just talking about you.
Oh, you missed the pork and bean plant story.
I was telling everybody how you told me that the pork and bean
hey, Jenny.
came from pork and bean plant. Hey,
she said, what are you saying? Paige outed her mom.
Yeah. You know how you would make beanie weenies, and we all wanted to know what kind of beans came from, or what kind of beans were in it, and you told us it was a pork and bean plant. So she said that. We were talking about funniest memories, and you also missed like one of the best memories, which is when you would pull me out of school and take me to Geisman Park, and we'd eat lunch in the carriage and that you have it now. So there were good things too, Mom. I was just sharing something funny.
That's a good one too.
Yeah.
My mom, I've got a whopper of a funny story about my mom.
Oh gosh.
Remember that time in your life when you were just being a butthead to everyone, and it was called when you were 15, 16, 17 years old, and just, just such a butt. I was in the car with my mom. My sister was in the back seat, of course, and I was probably flipping my mom some crap, and then she was talking, and then at one point, I was like, what is your problem? And do you know what she said? You were born! Said that,
and you know she regrets it like every moment.
Well, she extra regrets it because my sister and I do not let her live it down. Like, anytime she starts to get upset, we're like, oh, was it because we were born? Is that why? It's so good. We were like, when it popped out of her mouth, my sister and I were like,
yeah.
Like,
of course you like are quiet because then you were like, wait a minute, what?
But then we all just started hysterically laughing for like 5 minutes. We cried.
So funny. Oh, my mom says she still hasn't found those seeds for the pork and bean plant yet.
Hey, when you find them, maybe we could sell them here at Hey Darlin.
Yeah, because we've got other seeds too if you may need them.
Plant some pork and beans.
Oh goodness. Anywho. So and we were gonna ask some other question too about moms, weren't we?
I have one later for you.
Oh, okay.
So we did also talk just for a sec about the celebration bags for next week. This week's celebration bags were so popular they sold out pretty right away. And then next week we have something kind of different that we're really excited about. Yeah, it's gonna be good. Spice it up a little bit.
Take it outside.
And spicing things up when we're transitioning to that topic, we've got some things in the store we want to show you that are maybe a little new, you haven't seen before.
Well, I think, it's getting warmer outside, and a lot of times I hear people, I'll burn candles all year long, like I have no problem with that, but some people really don't like to. In the summer months, they, prefer it to be a little bit lighter and airier. And anyways, so we have some of these cool, I'm going to probably drop all this. I'll let you hold one. But we have wax melt warmers too that I feel like we haven't really showcased that have been here for a while. This one's actually like a USB plug-in, so it's super easy for an office setting. And then of course the little bit larger one there. And
the cool thing about these wax melters that differ from other wax melters, so I've tried kind of quite a few of them, is that this dish on the top, so first of all, you can take the dish out, and on the inside it's solid, so you could potentially just put your candle on top of it if you wanted to burn the candle without lighting the flame, which sometimes people do. Or when you get down to the bottom of your candle, you know how there's always that pesky little bit at the bottom that you can't get because the wick is gone. You can just stick your candle in here and use the rest of it that way. Otherwise, this dish, the cool thing about this dish is that it's silicone, so once you've used these melts a little bit, I like to switch things up a lot. Yeah. And that's always my frustration with melters is like I feel like I have to just be committed to the one scent until it's totally out. But the cool thing with these is that once the wax is cooled, you can just pop it out of the silicone dish and stick it like in a Ziploc or something. Yeah. And put a new scent in the meantime.
And it's also easy to clean.
Super easy to clean.
It's like it's the same on this one. It comes apart too, even in the smaller. And I feel like the 4 ounce or like even a tea light fits easily down in this one as well, because I feel like it's the same thing with tea lights. You kind of get that part that's right below the wick or whatever. So these are cool, and of course there's the diffusers, which are awesome.
Yeah, the reed diffusers are great.
That we have, and then Brienne, of course, made all the new spring scents and the wax melts. So breathe. Oh wait, sorry, that's calm. Breathe and bright. I will tell you, bright is like, if you guys haven't smelled it yet or tried it, it's like walking into a florist or a flower shop.
Yeah, I have a friend who is a florist, and she said it's the best scent that she's ever smelled that smells just like that fresh cut stems and petals and everything.
Yes. And then with Breathe, I would say these are all have been super popular. Breathe is just exactly the title.
It's like a breath of fresh air.
Very, yeah. And then, of course, Calm has you're going to explain this
Pure
better,
lavender
pure
essential
lavender.
oil and Calm. So all of the Calm candles just have 100% pure soy wax, 100% pure cotton wicks, and 100% pure lavender essential oil. So they're super clean.
Yeah. Also, can you always put that over here for you?
And going along with, so I love the melters. They work really well and they really disperse the scent strongly. But I'm a candle burner all year long, and I like to take them out on our our table on the deck. When we have a dinner party, I like to put a few out, and now that it's just the four of us, I just have to put one out. But even last night on our truck date with my husband, the picnic, I brought a little candle that I'd made in a mason jar, and I lit it kind of thinking, well, it's windy, we're probably not going to smell it at all anyway. It's kind of silly. No, it was like overpoweringly delicious.
Yeah.
And he kept commenting on it. So
Bethany says Breathe is her new favorite.
Aww.
Yeah, it's a lot of people's new favorite. Yeah. We get a lot of requests for the Breathe and Bright.
well, and then going along kind of with the candles and the melters too, we do have these new
That we just
adorable
got in.
matches in. So we've got kind of the bigger size and some really pretty colors like coral and mint and gold, and some multicolors. And then we also have them in
Jen's
a
mine too.
smaller size too. And I just think they're so cute with the glass jar and the cork. They have a little strike strip on the side so that you always have a place to strike your match.
They're so cute next to them. So you're getting a question. How do you decide what scent you want to make, or how do you make a new smell? Can you explain that?
That's a great question. So part of the answer is just probably like when you make a new drink or something. It's just you either have a hankering for something, or you want to figure something out, or you're just kind of struck. With me, when I pick a new scent, it's just usually something I've been thinking about. So I am working on a new summer one right now to release with a couple standard summer ones. And the process is really a lot of trial and error. I don't have a lot of rhyme or reason to it. So I usually start out with a whole bunch of different things and then try combinations together. And Paige knows because we designed Darlin together, and that was a collaboration. But we start with kind of like, okay, what vibe am I going for? And then I'm going to pick a bunch of things. And then I'm going to just start pairing things up and smelling and seeing what kind of strikes the chord. And usually it's weird because I feel like magic is not going to happen again, but it just kind of always does.
Yeah. When you're like, no.
Yep.
You know, it's like interesting how quickly you kind of know the
Hi,
no.
Corin.
I was going to say, hey, lady of the hour.
Yeah.
We were just talking about how these bags went so quickly this week. And super excited to get those out to everybody.
Yeah.
What else we were just talking about something. I was going to say something else.
So we talked about the matches, and then also when we were open for the 1 week, we sold completely out of. We had these face rollers in, which is like, it is my favorite thing. Paige knows. She laughs at me because
She's like puts it in the refrigerator.
It feels so good. It just feels so good. It's cool.
And it's supposed to help with like alleviating the puffiness and all the wonderful things those ladies have to deal with.
I keep this in the fridge, and then at night sometimes, like, especially if my kids are driving me crazy and they're not watching, so I
because they were born.
I'm just like, roll it out. You need one of these. These were so popular, we sold out of them right away. So we have more in now. We have the rose quartz, which is my personal favorite.
You need the turquoise ring,
but we're spicing it up. We have
I could probably help
amethyst now, purple amethyst, some jade. No, you're fine. Why don't you roll your face out with this? You're gonna roll. You're gonna know how good.
They'll just be like covered in makeup.
And onyx, which is always fun. And just really sleek. I can see this in your house. You need one of these.
I was gonna say, I can. Well, it's like these two, like these two. Ooh, look how pretty together. Kids always come in here and love these two. It's funny because they instantly know what to do with it, which is strange.
Kids know what to do. They always do.
So those are just some of the fun things that we're starting to kind of like get back in stock, and
we're definitely transitioning our minds towards summer.
Yeah,
and we've got some really cool things. Really cool. We're really excited.
Yes. Yeah.
But we want to hear from you too. So if there's stuff that you want to see in here, Jen, we hear you. Let us know because we're always open to suggestion. We can't promise anything, but we definitely want to know like what's on your mind. What are you looking for? so we can bring it in.
Exactly. And I think you guys, I mean, if you know me at all, turquoise is like my jam. So I'm definitely on the hunt. If you guys know anybody or somebody that you love that does like kind of mainly turquoise stuff, send them my way. And just trying to reach out. I will tell you guys what's been interesting during all of this is when we're reaching out to makers because we want to support them. People are having a hard time getting supplies to even make their craft. And so there's just a really big lag, which has just been, you know, it's just like that dog chasing its tail. It's like, well, you got to be able to get your supplies and then make it. And then the shipping is really slow right now. So lots of things. But yeah, just send people my way because we'll ask for sure if there's something you really, really love.
Definitely.
Yeah, because the more we reach out, the more likely we are to be able to find the goods.
Totally.
So.
And you know, like, we are really committed to supporting local people, supporting artists that we really believe in or who are supporting good causes.
Yeah.
But I know both of us are really, really interested in making sure that when you come here, you're getting a unique experience. You're not, it's not going to feel like all the other shops. We want it to be something different. So that's why our concept is the friend shop instead of just the gift shop, because that's a different piece to it. And then with our Darlin of the moment and highlighting a certain person or artist or work every month or so. Things are a little derailed right now.
Yeah.
That's kind of another way that we can
little?
do that.
Like, a lot.
But you all know how spatially challenged we are here. That's really not the right way to say that, but we have no room. So that's why we have some of these rotating things that we're doing.
Yeah, because we love it all and we want to be able to do it all and just trying to figure out how to make that happen with the space. The other thing is you probably saw that I am working on the website. That is something that I want up and running, but I do want you guys to know that as of right now, we're not going to go to an online like shopping experience because that is the whole point of our store is that you're coming in and it's a local thing and yeah, we will get there eventually. Probably. And
we will.
but when the website rolls out, it's more for you to be able to kind of see like what we're doing and some of the products that are in here and our mission and stuff like that. So yeah.
I envision that they could probably sign up for the celebration bags that way. Just make it a little more streamlined that way.
Yeah. And hopefully we'll be done in May and you guys can come in and see us.
Well, that's something I want to know too from people is once you can actually visit places again, obviously our store is going to be open. You'll be able to come in here. But with the celebration bag, is that something that people want to see continued even when you can come to the store? You just want to have kind of a ready-made option each week to choose from? Or is that like, no, that's great right now because I can't come in, but I'm curious.
Yeah. I would say that I feel like we've had a lot of success in like people reaching out and help, giving us an idea to run with, and then we are curating something for you, which is fun too, just to like give us a little bit of a mix up with everything. So that part's been amazing too. So, and I mean, we knew that's the whole point, right? Is when you come in, we're gonna be like this, and this, and you have a hostess gift or something that you can run out the door with as well. So.
Well, and I'm excited to get more plants back in here again because we had a great stock and selection, and then they sell fast.
They do,
and that's been hard to get our hands on.
Yeah,
right now.
And we do have a few. So if anybody's like looking for some, we'd love for them to go and have a home. Oh look!
Oh hey BK! Brian, I told everyone how fun our date was last night. We said it was our best anniversary in 15 years.
It's a simple thing.
And all we did was sit in the back of the truck and watch the harbor.
Exactly. It's the time to slow down and recognize that. So, yeah, fun.
So I want to talk a little bit about our celebration bag theme this week was No Grit, No Pearl, which we love that saying from Loom and Gloom and her beautiful embroidery. Can you hold it up one more time?
He says, can you hear me? No, we can't hear you.
No, BK.
We can only hear you. Okay, sorry. I got distracted. We know you're a newbie. It's okay. We'll train you. So yeah, no grit, no pearl. What's fun is that ran with this with the kids and kind of incorporated it into some of like the lessons today. And we talked, okay, there we go. Sorry about that if it broke up on you guys. So we did a little science video on like how pearls are made, and I found this fun book called Pearl that's by one of my favorite children's authors, and it was about a mermaid named Pearl and kind of like the light and going through the grit and everything. So anyways, it just made for a lot of interesting conversation even around the breakfast table, talking about their grit and all of this, because I think it's interesting that we do really need to stop and think about how it is affecting the kids at home, just everybody. I mean, it's truly weighing heavy on everyone, even the littles, and I can kind of tell that it's caught up to us. So anyways, that was kind of
well, and I felt like this was such an appropriate theme this week.
Yeah. Oh, back there it was probably Andre.
Yeah.
He's our neighbor. Fox Island Tree.
I felt like our No Grit, No Pearl theme was really appropriate this week. Just because I think we have really hit that part where it's just like, you're just kind of grinding through, you know, you're just trying to make it. And you described that really well earlier when you were talking to the girls about how the pearls are made, but just like, none of us chose this. We were just adapting and trying the best that we can, but it's hard. And then you're trying to make it normal all the time, which is hard. And then, like, I totally told Paige about this, but this week I was at the post office just dropping off all the packages for Mother's Day. And I sat in that parking lot for like 15 minutes just staring. I could not go in, you know, and it's like, you feel totally normal, and then you go somewhere and it just hits you how not normal everything really is. Yeah. Definitely that's like the grit right now for me, is just like kind of the illusion of normalcy, and then really seeing how not normal it is, and then wondering like, how long will it be like this?
And what will it be like?
And will it ever feel normal again?
Yeah. And kind of going back to like, Ruby was pretty much what she said was that the grit for her is not being able to see her friends. It's not so much that she misses school, she misses her friends. And I told her, I was like, but really, if you think about how exciting it's going to be when you get to see them, that's that pearl, right? Like, the grit is having to be without them. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. And then when you see them again, you're just like, you know, hugging, and it's so exciting. And it's funny because she actually brought that up. She was like, she has a memory that was stuck in her head from when we went to Japan last year, and they actually started school later. But when she showed up in the classroom and late, you know, everybody else has already started back, there was a lot of screaming and hugging and excitement, and she was saying how special that made her feel. And I was like, that's your pearl. When we come out of this, and how exciting it'll be, that's it. And so, yeah.
What's your pearl? And what's your grit?
My grit, I will tell you, and I think I've said it in one way or another all throughout this, is I'm not a teacher, and well, especially I love to teach. Let me just step back a little bit. I think if I ever went back into nursing, I would go and probably teach nursing. I like to teach people photography and do workshops, and I'll be doing that at the school next year as well for middle school.
Or will
I
you?
don't.
Sorry.
I better be back in school next year.
Questions I have.
But it's not. I am not a teacher. I'm mom at my house, and I don't want to be a teacher at my house. That has been very solidified, and I don't enjoy it, and I am grinding through it, and I feel like my kids know that. It's just something I've learned. It's not me. And so I do have to kind of mix it up a little bit and throw in my own twist on like education and stuff, because it's just ugh.
That's good though.
Yeah.
You know, they're getting different stuff that is just good.
So when we get to be out for summer break, that's my that's my pearl. I can't wait to just be able to run out the door with them and enjoy the sunshine and not think about school. I mean, that's
it is hard. That is a weight.
Yeah. Serious one. Yeah. Because you're also not one to mess their education up either. It's not, I'm not one of those parents that's just like, forget it, I'm not doing this. because then that would make me feel even worse. But
There's so many ways to feel bad right now.
so that's not going to be one of them for me, but it's definitely not fun for me at all. Mm-hmm. I never had a color-coded calendar to even begin with.
Do you have it now?
Mm-mm. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, we didn't start out that way with school. Like, I feel like I saw a lot of people with, like, high expectations. I was like, that's not going to be me. I already know. Same for me, Mom. To see you, too. So, and family. We have had a death in the family that has just been a little bit, it's not like we all live in the same area, but I think dealing with that apart has,
It's different. It's really different.
Yeah. So, anyways, how about you? What is your grit?
Well, my grit is just having panic attacks in the post office parking lot, I guess. Yelling at my kids more than ever I have ever done. I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate being in the position. It's kind of just like what you said of like having to make them do something when like it's not.
You don't want to do it.
Well, yeah, and like from the beginning with us, I felt like for them structure was probably a good thing. So we sat down and did kind of like, okay, here's kind of just like a rough sketch of what each day should be like. But then they participated in that, and that was great. And then it's hard because each day, especially like a nice sunny day, who wants to sit down and do schoolwork? I don't want to work. That's hard.
Yeah.
That's totally hard.
It's just so many other distractions. It's home. It's supposed to be the place to relax and enjoy each other's company, and it's not.
Well, and the other thing too is like, I feel sometimes really conflicted. Like, maybe I should be less busy now than before. I should be getting some of these projects done and stuff. And like, I can't because we're so busy.
Yeah.
I feel like now my workload is like quadrupled, but like the way to get the workload done is a lot harder.
Well, then you're also looking at the projects that could be done, but you don't really have a way to get the supplies.
Yeah.
Or like the people to help do it either. Like you're like, oh, I have all this time and I could get this and this done, but then it's like,
can't really.
No.
Yeah, it's just a weird time.
And then you're staring at it like, ugh. Anyways.
Yeah. Uplifting note. So you guys, happy Friday.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm happy it's Friday.
Me too. Yeah. And it's sunny, and it's supposed to get up to like 80 something. And like I said, my kids are already in their bathing suits. They're ready.
Yay.
No pool.
Are you doing that sprinkler under the trampoline today?
I don't know. Is that what's going on over there, Christopher? Bueller?
He's quiet. He left.
He's running the sprinkler, probably. Oh, thanks, Mom. Yeah. I know. It's like
we're doing our best.
You were telling me the other day. It's like with my grandfather during the Great Depression. He never even finished high school, and then he was like super successful. And I just think, there's worse things. I mean, these kids will be fine.
Well, I think they're learning lessons they never would have learned before, and that's a good thing too.
Yeah. Oh, so they lasted 5 minutes in the sprinkler. Okay. It's cold. That's why. They have to learn that themselves. Sorry, I know I'm like on the edge here. Yeah, so
thanks for hanging out, you guys.
Thanks for hanging out and listening to us ramble. And we'll see you guys on next Friday. Yeah. Yep. All right, have a great one.